Hello everyone and welcome back. This is That Done Crowd Plays Phantasy Star 2. My name is Eric, and let's go ahead and get back into it. So we're still trying to beat that dungeon from last time. And that dungeon's name is Shure. So we're going to go off to Shure and try to see if we can beat it. Or at least get a little further. I thought too that I might try and talk a little more this time if I can, because I imagine seeing all this combat all the time can be kind of boring. So let's get to know each other a little bit better, you know. My name is Eric Dunn. I work in the technology field, doing IT stuff. I've been doing IT stuff for the past, how long has it been now? 7 years? Past 7 years of my life. I'm 27 years old, so I guess I started that when I was 20 then. That's when I entered into that field. Prior to that, I was doing work for food service industry. I was working for Arby's. And prior to that, I was in McDonald's. And prior to that, I was in Safeway. I know what you're thinking. You know, you went from Safeway to McDonald's. Are you crazy? No, actually, I'm not. You see, I was working at Safeway. I was working at Safeway for work experience purposes, right? So I wasn't actually getting paid to work there initially. Because it was a course I was taking in school, right? So basically, you work at this company for free, and essentially get real-world experience. Isn't that exciting? But I did enjoy working for Safeway. Actually, I'm not really sure why I didn't reapply there later when I was looking for a job. Like after my grade 9 stuff had finished, later on, and I was legally able to work and get paid for it, I should have gone with Safeway. They were a lot of fun, actually. Because, see, I used to work at Safeway, and they had me largely just in the back or in the fridges or different things like that. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, I quite enjoyed sitting in there, just stocking everything up, making sure all the levels were good. And they had a lot of different pieces that needed to be stocked, let me tell you. Like, there's all these different little conveyors of like milk and coffee creamer and eggs and different things. And you put like the milk in the thing and it slides down the shelf. And then you have to check all the like the expiry dates and stuff. If things are expired, then you gotta make sure you throw it out proper, right? You inventory it on the little inventory gun and you throw it out. And they had this little garbage compactor there too that would compact all the garbage that you throw out. I really enjoyed the garbage compactor too, actually, because I would kind of turn it into a bit of a game where I would like throw things into the garbage compactor and I would just like really whip it in there, you know? It was a lot of fun. Especially you get like a carton of spoiled eggs and you're like, yes, I get to whip eggs at the, the garbage compactor. I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little too excited about it, but it was fun for me anyways. I enjoyed messing around, just throwing things in the garbage compactor there. And the people at Safeway were nice. So yeah, I think I'd go back there. But I do like the field that I'm in. Working in IT. To some degree, at least. I mean, to some degree, it's kind of frustrating too, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in IT. I mean, like, you get a lot of people who you get all sorts of different issues, really. You get, there's issues where legitimately the user just doesn't know what they're doing or how to use the software or something like that, right? And then you get other times where it's not that simple too. It's just like a really complex issue, right? Like frequent blue screen of death errors, or like I don't know, software configuration type thing where the configuration's not properly documented. Things like that can make the fixes you perform very complex. Oh, let's see what we got here. 40 Meseta. Okay. Cool. Cool. Oh, we found it's a teleporter or something there. Oop, froggies. Froggies not good. Nay, res. Nay. Okay, we're ready. We are ready for you, froggy. But yeah, so IT work is kind of frustrating at times because computers can do a lot of random stupid crap that makes it frustrating to work with them. And I wonder too then if I would have enjoyed, what am I saying? I wonder too if it's easier to do things in like the automotive field or something like that, because you can actually, you know, get in under the machine and find, you know, a twisted or broken part or something like that and replace it and be done with it. But oh no, with computers, oh no, let me tell you, there's a whole dance that you have to do with computers to try and figure out what's going on. And even if you think you've got the issue figured out, it still could reoccur too, because you get lots of little random, like, let's say for example the power output is not quite what it should be, and so you get these random little like shutdowns and crashes and things, and you just have no idea what's going on. Let's see what else there is down here, or maybe not. Okay. And that's not to say that I don't know computers. I mean, I've been working in computers for a long time, but it's just sometimes there are cases where what you see or what the computer is doing just straight up doesn't make sense. It's like, and you explain it to the person like, hey, the computer should not be doing that at all. Like, it should not be possible for us to see what we are seeing, and yet it's happening, sort of thing, right? And that can be frustrating. You get cases where it's like, in theory, it should work like this, but in reality, it doesn't. So that can be kind of frustrating. And then, like I said, there's user training type issues as well, where people just don't know what they're doing, and they come to me. And then I don't even know what to say to those people sometimes. Like, for example, I had at work the other day, I had someone took like a, oh, it's locked and won't open. Oh, nice. Right, so at work the other day, someone took a, what was it? A USB cable, and oh, I found Diamate. Okay, cool. Someone took a USB cable and they plugged it into a DisplayPort connector. And for any of you that know computers, you would know how frustrating that is for me. Because it's like, why? Why would you take a USB? Why would you take a USB and plug it into a DisplayPort? Like, it's just crazy. Craziness. It doesn't even fit. And they're like, they come to me like, it fit though. It's like, no, it doesn't fit. It's loose. It's loose. Loose does not fit. What are these guys? Pulsar and carrier? Oh my goodness. Nay, res, erg. Erg, foy, carrier. Alright. Let's do this thing. These guys are kind of scary. You guys just straight up interrupted my story. Holy cow. These guys are tough. These guys are tough, but we did it. This is a big dungeon, actually. Like I didn't think this was going to be quite as big. But yeah, so plugging a USB cable into a DisplayPort connector, and then they come to me and they're like, why isn't my printer working? Because maybe you should plug the USB cable into the USB port. Just saying. Or the other one I saw was the other USB type connector, because you've got USB type A and type B, right? Like the longer and then the square connector, right? And so I've seen another one too where they take the square of the USB connector and they plug it into an Ethernet port. It's like, why, people? Why? Why do you do this? It doesn't even fit. It's loose inside the connector, and yet for some reason you did that. Like, don't give me those innocent eyes. You knew it was sitting loose inside there. And you didn't fix it. You just left it for me. That's fine. That's why I have a job, though, is because people do goofy things like that. They plug USB cables into Ethernet ports, and then they wonder why things don't work. That is why. But yeah, so I guess I should talk more about my career a bit. So I used to do work for the past, well, not the past, from maybe 2010 to 2016. I was doing 2010 to 2016, I was doing work as a contractor, doing worksite support, and also some Windows 7 upgrade project type stuff. That was a lot of fun. And then not too long ago, I changed jobs recently, so I'm not just doing like support type stuff. I'm kind of more of a generalist now, I guess you could say. Headgear, okay, that's fun. And by that I mean that I don't just do like support type stuff. I also will request like changes and things too to the existing setups. Whereas before I would just action customer requests. Now I am more of a customer myself, making requests and things. So that's kind of fun. I like that I get that extra power with my new role. I don't think I can. Okay. I don't know if I want to go into the blackness. I feel like going into the blackness is not a thing you want to do. Anyways, so order, nay, res, nay, strategy, order, erg. Ooh, we've got foy and guy foy and Sue. What's Sue? Alright, let's try it. Sue! Holy cow, that was a strong one. But yeah, so where was I? So yeah, so IT stuff is okay. Like I said, it's kind of a finicky field to be in. Because computers are kind of... what's the word? What do I really want to say there? Computers are picky. You know, they do a lot of crap that doesn't make sense. Well, but that wasn't where I left off in the story, was it? Oh yeah, so I was talking about my my current role, I guess. I'm more of a customer mixed in with worksite support type capabilities as well. Kind of an all-in-one, I guess you could say. And it's a lot of fun. I like too that my current role is less stressful than the role I was in before. That's nice. Come on, Nay. I need you to res Erg. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I'm not sure where I was going with that story. Guy Foy. Yeah. Let's get some Guy Foy in here. And then before IT, like I said, I was working for McDonald's for a bit, and then I was working for, where was it? Arby's. McDonald's and Arby's. I really enjoyed working for Arby's, actually. Like, I remember, met a lot of interesting people there. A lot of fun, interesting people. And we had some good times. I mean, it was a pretty laid-back job for the most part. I guess it could get stressful if ever, you know, you got a huge rush of people, but otherwise it was pretty laid back. And like I said, I met some really nice people there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So where was I? I don't know which of these I want to go for. Try this one. Did that do anything? Did I go somewhere useful? But yeah, so like I said, I met a lot of nice people at Arby's and had a lot of fun. I remember our manager Dave was very laid back. He's a cool guy. And then there was my first supervisor Tyler, who trained me, and they were good guys. I miss working with them, you know. Tyler was always the jokester, you know. He liked to have fun and laugh. I think he inspired me too to not take the job too seriously, right? He is low on technical points. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. Diamate on erg. And okay. But yeah, I miss working at Arby's actually. Oh, hold on. Gotta order Erg to put his shield up because I don't know how long before that medicine gets used. But yeah, I had a dream not long ago that I was still working at Arby's, and I should have taken down my shield, but I forgot. Oops. I had a dream that I was still working at Arby's and was working with Tyler, actually. It was a lot of fun. I miss working with Tyler and Dave. Wonder how they're doing. They're still doing okay. We had a lot of good times. Or Sam. I remember Sam as well. I was thinking back to the time when we got this one. We were working at Arby's, right? And it was me and Sam. And I was in the back and Sam was up front. And we got this customer came in. He was literally wearing like a fishnet type shirt and had like these nipple piercings. And I remember Sam, he laughed so hard. He basically saw it and then he ran to the back laughing so hard and he fell on the floor and just like laughing, covering his face. This guy just looks so funny. Fishnet shirt and nipple piercings. It was great. But this episode was a lot of fun. We played some game. I told some stories about myself a little bit. Let me know what you guys thought of everything so far. If you like my stories, you want to hear more about me. I'd kind of like to talk more about some of my experiences, but it's hard to kind of draw it out when you're playing a game like this, you know. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching. And remember, if you like this video, leave a like and comment. Love to hear your thoughts on the show. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.